So I watched this movie last night called The Aeronauts, and it's about these two people that go way really high up in the sky, like 30,000 feet high in the sky, in a hot air balloon, and it was really stressful. If you're looking for a piece of advice today, don't watch that movie right before you go to bed, or you may have nightmares. What's up guys, I'm Royce and you're watching my channel PhD Journey, where I'm documenting my journey as an online doctoral student and sharing with you tips and tricks I learn along the way. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. So what do I want to talk about today? It's everyone's favorite topic, we think about it all the time, and it consumes all of our waking hours. Research. What student, even in middle school, isn't required to do some kind of research? None, that's who. For most of my academic career, I've used the university's online library, which is pretty good. But since I've started my doctoral program, I've needed more resources. I mean, it makes sense, the higher you go in academia, the more research you need. Anyways, sometimes I just can't seem to get the results that I'm looking for in the school library. I would try a lot of different combinations of words and phrases, but I still couldn't get there. And that's when the idea hit me. Use Google Scholar. If you didn't know, Google Scholar has this whole search engine that looks for books and articles and academic material, and the great thing about it is that we are all already pretty good at Googling things. So I can usually get it to give me the results that I'm looking for. But today I've got 3 tips for you that will make your research even better on Google Scholar. Number 1, Boolean Operators. What is a Boolean operator? I am so glad you asked. First, they aren't ghost agents. Get it? Okay, so my wife didn't get it either when I told her the joke. It's okay if you don't. But they're simple conjunctions that help you narrow down your searches. The 3 most basic ones are and, or, and not. For example, if you want to research feral cats, but you don't want information on domestic cats, you could search something like this. Cats and feral, not domestic. This will help you filter out results that aren't relevant to what you're looking for. You can also sometimes accomplish this using quotation marks and parentheses and get really crazy. Boolean operators can get intense and confusing, but I found this simple method to work pretty well for me. Number 2. Click the Cited by link to find more research relevant to your topic. Once you find an article on Google Scholar that fits your criteria and you get the information you need from it, click the Cited by link there at the bottom of the result. By doing this, Google Scholar will display all the articles and books that reference the initial article or book. Now you have tons more material to go through that's likely to be very relevant to your research question. Boom. Number 3. Use what you find in Google Scholar to search in your school library. Okay, so this is one of the big issues that I've had with using Google Scholar in the past. It's the fact that I might find some amazing, super relevant article only to find out that it's in some academic database I don't have access to. So frustrating. And that's where my Google Scholar journey used to end. But then I had an idea. Take the citation of the article I found in Google Scholar and bring it back to my school library. Maybe this is something that's like super obvious and you're thinking, duh, that's the first thing I thought of. Well, then you're smarter than me. Okay, so back to my school's online library problem. Actually, in all honesty, it might be I didn't learn the specific way to do searches in this library problem, but I don't know. I came up with this other solution. Using Google Scholar, I've been able to find more obscure but really relevant research that has really supplemented my projects. Now, I have to admit that this is a secondary part of my workflow. If I can find everything I need in the school's online library, great. But when I start struggling, I head over to Google Scholar to look for that buried treasure. As I'm saying this, it kind of feels like double the work, but really it doesn't take that much extra time to go over to Google Scholar and then come back. So in the end, maybe I just missed something in the school's library, but either way, I found something that works for me. Maybe this will work for you too. And there are some things on Google Scholar that you have access to without subscriptions or institutional access. And it might be worth your time to check it out, even if you don't have access to an online library. Where are you guys on this? Have I jumped on the train late and you're sitting out there saying, duh, everyone knows about this? Or did you find this approach new and helpful? Are there any helpful tips that I missed? Let me know down in the comments. Either way, I encourage you to think creatively when approaching your research. Good luck out there, and I'll see you guys next time.